Palamu Tiger Reserve stands as a proud sentinel of India's natural heritage, a place where the wild spirit of the subcontinent continues to endure. Nestled in the western reaches of the Chotanagpur Plateau, within the state of Jharkhand, this reserve sprawls across the districts of Latehar and Garhwa. It is more than just a protected area. Palamu is a living laboratory, a historical landmark in the annals of wildlife conservation. The reserve forms an integral part of the larger Betla National Park, creating a significant contiguous wilderness vital for large mammals. With a total area encompassing 1,014 square kilometers, Palamu offers a substantial domain for wildlife. This area is thoughtfully demarcated into a core zone of 414 square kilometers and a buffer zone of 600 square kilometers. Palamu's story is deeply intertwined with the very beginnings of organized tiger conservation in India. It holds the distinguished honor of being one of the first 9 tiger reserves established in the country at the inception of Project Tiger in 1973. Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. The topography of Palamu Tiger Reserve is a captivating mosaic of natural formations, a landscape sculpted by the forces of nature over millennia. It is predominantly characterized by an undulating terrain, a rolling expanse of hills that rise and fall, interspersed with secluded valleys and stretches of flat plains. This varied geomorphology creates a multitude of microhabitats, each supporting its own unique assemblage of flora and fauna. The hills, often cloaked in dense forest, provide refuge for elusive creatures, while the valleys offer fertile grounds for lush vegetation. The geological underpinnings of Palamu are ancient and complex, primarily composed of gneiss, granite, and limestone formations. The elevation within the reserve varies, contributing further to its habitat diversity. From the lower plains to the higher hilltops, changes in altitude bring subtle shifts in temperature, rainfall, and vegetation types. The rugged nature of much of the terrain also provides a natural defense against human encroachment, helping to preserve the core areas in a relatively undisturbed state. Understanding this intricate geography is paramount for effective wildlife management and conservation planning within Palamu. Water is the lifeblood of any ecosystem, and in Palamu Tiger Reserve, this vital resource is primarily channeled through 3 main rivers, the North Koel, the Auranga, and the Burha. These rivers and their numerous tributaries weave their way through the undulating landscape, carving paths through hills and valleys, and sustaining the diverse flora and fauna that depend on their flow. The North Koel River, a significant watercourse in the region, borders and flows through parts of the reserve, its waters crucial for the wildlife, especially during the drier months. The Auranga River, another important waterway, also contributes to the hydrological network of Palamu. The Burha River holds a special significance as it is considered the only perennial river within the reserve. Its sustained flow, even during the peak of the dry season, makes it an invaluable lifeline for the animals of Palamu. The areas around the Burha River become critical congregation points for wildlife when other water sources dry up, highlighting its ecological importance. The drought-prone nature of the Palamu region adds another layer of complexity to its water management. Ensuring adequate water availability throughout the year is essential for supporting a healthy prey base, which in turn is vital for the survival of apex predators like the tiger. The vegetation of Palamu Tiger Reserve is a rich tapestry of moist and dry deciduous forests. The majestic sal tree, Shorea robusta, dominates these forests, creating a unique woodland environment. Bamboo breaks are also significant, providing crucial habitat and food for many animals. The western part of Palamu exhibits drier conditions, leading to dry deciduous forests. Areas with better moisture support moist mixed deciduous forests. Beyond sal and bamboo, Palamu's forests host a wide array of other species. Protecting Palamu's flora safeguards a natural pharmacy and the foundation of its food chain. Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. Palamu Tiger Reserve is a sanctuary for an impressive array of wildlife, a realm where some of India's most iconic and endangered species find refuge. At the apex of this faunal pyramid is the Royal Bengal tiger, the magnificent predator for which the reserve was primarily established. Alongside the tiger, the elusive leopard also prowls these jungles, a master of stealth and adaptation. The reserve is also home to the majestic Asiatic elephant, gentle giants that roam in herds, shaping the landscape as they move. Another significant herbivore is the gaur or Indian bison, a powerful and imposing bovine that grazes in the grasslands and forests of Palamu. Beyond these well-known giants, Palamu supports a diverse community of other mammals. The grey wolf, a highly social and intelligent carnivore, can still be found in certain areas. The wild dog, or doli, known for its cooperative hunting strategies, is another important predator within the reserve. The rich faunal diversity extends to numerous other species, including various types of deer such as sambar, cheetal or spotted deer, and barking deer. The conservation of this entire spectrum of fauna, from the smallest insect to the largest mammal, is crucial. Palamu Tiger Reserve holds a unique position in wildlife conservation history, particularly concerning the Majestic tiger. In 1932, Palamu's forests saw the first systematic attempt to count tigers using pugmark identification. This pioneering census was supervised by J.W. Nicholson, a visionary forest officer. The pugmark method identified tigers by their unique paw prints. Palamu was a crucible for conservation science, marking the dawn of tiger census. The year 1973 marked a watershed moment for wildlife conservation in India with the launch of Project Tiger. Palamu Tiger Reserve was chosen as one of the initial 9 reserves to be brought under the umbrella of this visionary project. This selection was a recognition of Palamu's ecological significance, its existing tiger population, and its potential to serve as a critical stronghold for the species in the eastern part of the country. The primary objective of Project Tiger was to ensure the maintenance of a viable population of tigers in India for scientific, economic, aesthetic, cultural, and ecological values. For Palamu, this meant an infusion of resources, a dedicated management structure, and a scientifically guided approach to habitat protection and anti-poaching measures. The early years of Project Tiger in Palamu were filled with hope and a concerted effort to reverse the decline of its namesake animal. The implementation of Project Tiger in Palamu involved several key strategies, including the strict protection of the core area, minimizing human disturbance, and relocating villages from within the critical tiger habitat. Efforts were also directed towards habitat improvement, such as managing grasslands and water sources to support a healthy prey base. Palamu's role as one of the original Project Tiger reserves gives it a special historical status. Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. Despite its historical significance and ecological richness, Palamu Tiger Reserve faces a multitude of persistent conservation challenges. One of the most significant issues is the pervasive threat of habitat degradation and fragmentation. The pressure from surrounding human populations for resources such as firewood, fodder, and minor forest produce is immense. Encroachment for agriculture and settlement also nibbles away at the reserve's peripheries, shrinking the available space for wildlife and disrupting crucial corridors. The region's drought-prone nature poses a recurring challenge, particularly impacting water availability for wildlife and affecting vegetation health. Furthermore, the presence of valuable minerals like bauxite and coal beneath the reserve's surface creates an ongoing conflict between conservation goals and developmental pressures. Poaching, although curbed to some extent by dedicated forest staff, remains a serious concern. Effective anti-poaching measures require constant patrolling, intelligence gathering, and the cooperation of local communities. Overcoming these multifaceted challenges requires a holistic approach, integrating robust protection measures, community engagement, and sustainable development initiatives in buffer zones. The future of Palamu Tiger Reserve, while shadowed by significant challenges, is not without hope. A critical aspect for securing Palamu's future lies in strengthening wildlife corridors that connect it to other forested landscapes. Maintaining these linkages is vital for natural dispersal of animals, particularly tigers, ensuring gene flow and preventing the isolation of populations. Revitalizing the tiger population in Palamu may also necessitate carefully planned and scientifically managed conservation breeding or translocation programs. Engaging local communities as active partners in conservation is perhaps the most crucial element for long-term success. Providing sustainable livelihood alternatives, promoting education and awareness about the benefits of conservation, and ensuring that local people see tangible benefits from the presence of the reserve can transform them into staunch allies. Ecotourism, responsibly managed, can provide economic incentives while fostering appreciation for Palamu's natural beauty. Ultimately, the future of Palamu Tiger Reserve hinges on a renewed commitment from all stakeholders, government agencies, conservation organizations, scientific institutions, and the public at large. Palamu's tigers have roamed these ancient hills for millennia. It is our collective responsibility to ensure they continue to do so for generations to come. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. Your support helps us bring more content like this to you.